Then I'm going to say by about 1978 or 7, I was a huge Rush fan. We all were. And Rush played Detroit every tour, every album. They came and played Detroit. And they came to Detroit on their Hemispheres tour. And we got tickets, which meant we got on the tunnel bus, 35 cents each, got into the United States. Of course, in those days, nobody asked you a question when you got off the bus. You just got off the bus and went walking down Michigan Avenue, you know. So we went lined up at the arena and got tickets. Of course, this is like 6 months before the show. You had to line up and wait outside to get a ticket. There was no online. There was nothing like that. So we got our tickets and held on to them, you know, slept with them under our pillows for months. The week of the show, the parents got wind of this. You know, we're talking about all immigrant parents, right? ESL, they're not having it. None of the dads. I got Italian dads, Portuguese dad, Ukrainian mom. I go, nobody's about this. You know, teenage boys, bunch of 7th graders going to Detroit. It's like, well, we've already been to Detroit. We bought the tickets, you know. So it ended with everybody, you know, the parents just put their feet down. And so imagine 3 little dudes just sobbing uncontrollably. Just, my life is ruined, you know, I can't go to this concert. I just paid my $7.50 for the ticket. Oh my God, what a horrible tragedy. My dad, to his credit, you know, Air Force dad, said, oh, God damn it, Emily, I'll go talk to the neighbors. And so we got all the dads in the driveway, and there they were, this, you know, the post-war dads standing in the driveway, arguing with their hands like this. The boys, they don't want the boys to go to a rock and roll concert. There's drugs and hippies, and we don't think it's a good idea. My dad convinced me. He said, well, my God, what if I take them? My dad, I can't believe he did that. To this day, so out of character. He was someone who said no. He wasn't the yes guy. He was the no guy. And all of a sudden, there he is, saving the day. And the 3 of us were just gobsmacked. It was like, we all knew my dad. We're like, did your dad just volunteer to go to the Rush concert? Okay, so dig this. We go to Cobo Arena in Detroit the night of the concert because it's freezing cold. It's in December or something, or January. It was really cold. So we get down to the arena, and of course, there's 10,000 kids trying to get in the arena all at the same time. They open the door and they rip your ticket and send you in. Old school, right? There's no scanning. They rip your ticket. Here's my dad, you know, with his like 1950s guy jacket on and hands in his pockets of his slacks, you know, looking like a car salesman. And the ticket takers were like, "Oh, where's your ticket, sir?" And he said, "Oh, no, I'm here with the kids. I just came here to take the kids." And they said, "Oh, okay, go ahead."
And those were different times.
Because he didn't buy a ticket. It was a sold out show. He was like, "Oh, no, I don't need a ticket. I'm gonna take these guys in here." Like, okay.
Man, he's got the power of persuasion.
Wow. So we're sitting way up in nosebleed seats, you know. And when before Rush came out, man, when the lights went down, the smoke went up, right? Just people with lighters and people smoking marijuana, and the smoke rising into the arena. And my, you know, again, picture Air Force dad sitting there going, "Oh, I'm not sure what that smell is, but I'm pretty sure I can figure it out." Of course, the 3 of us are just sitting there like, "Yeah, what's that weird smell?" But Rush blew our minds, man. That was my first proper rock show, was seeing Rush in Detroit. I can't imagine a better, more influential moment in my life for music, was seeing them play. And just the intricacy and the level of musicianship, because they were young guys too, right? I mean, they were older than us, but they were in their early 20s, probably still 25-year-old guys, crushing it, like masters of their craft already. Um, I just left such a huge impression on me. And of course, the lights and the projection and the dry ice fog and all that stuff. Wow, I thought, wow, putting on a rock show, let's do that. So one long after that we were begging the parish priest to let us use the assembly room in the basement of the church, or going to our old grade school principal and asking to use the gym to put on a concert at lunchtime for all the kids. 300 kids in the gymnasium at a Catholic school playing all of 2112 and some Led Zeppelin and some Black Sabbath, So yeah, I got the taste for it pretty early.
Isn't it unbelievable how just three musicians on stage can sound like an 8-piece or a 12-piece? It's remarkable.
Yeah, it was pretty stunning. I think they were the best at it, I was a Led Zeppelin fan, of course, but hearing live Led Zeppelin is not like hearing their studio records. Are completely different, because there's only one Jimmy Page, and Jimmy Page would put like 8 guitar parts on a song, which sounded great on a record. And even Robert Plant would sing, way up in this stratosphere in the records, but then when you saw them live, of course he didn't do that. It wasn't really sustainable night after night after night. Didn't make me like Zeppelin any less, but when I saw Rush, I sort of expected the same thing. I thought, well, it's going to be not exactly like the record. Oh my God, that's how did they just do that? They just executed it with so much skill and precision. And Geddy's voice. I recently had an artist here making a record with me. We were in the studio, and she's a great like metal screamer. She's got an incredible range, and she was having a little trouble getting up to this one note. And I'm talking, this is a person with a very high level of skill. And she was really challenging herself, trying to figure out, no, do we change the syllable? Do we change the vowel? How do we get it so you can get up there? So we put on some Geddy Lee Rush from 1976 and listened to some live Rush and listened to Geddy sing those songs. I was like, okay, look what he does. We started to take apart Ged's technique of how does he get the air to be able to get up there consistently, and what's happening in the rest of the song. We took a look at the mechanics of it. It was really interesting to pick it apart, to try and show someone what was possible. And of course, we also found ourselves, myself and the entire band, just sitting in my truck going, God damn, how did they do that? How did they get that good? Yeah, it was an interesting bonding moment for the group.